Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast, the place where we help you navigate your daily life with clear, natural, and slow English. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark. It is great to be back with you all today. Today, we are tackling one of the biggest, most frustrating problems that almost every English learner faces.
That is right. It is a problem that makes you feel slow, it makes you feel tired, and it can make you feel like you will never actually be fluent. We are talking about the translation trap.
The translation trap? That sounds dangerous, Sarah. What exactly do we mean by that?
Well, Mark, imagine this situation. You are listening to a podcast or maybe watching a movie in English. You hear the first sentence. Your brain instantly grabs that sentence and tries to turn it into your native language.
Okay, I do this. I hear the cat sat on the mat, and my brain whispers the version in my own language.
Exactly. But here is the problem. While your brain is busy translating that first sentence, the speaker in the podcast has not stopped talking. They have already moved on to the second sentence.
Oh, I see. So while I'm working on sentence number 1, I completely miss sentence number 2.
Yes, and by the time you look up and try to listen again, the speaker is on sentence number 3 or 4. You are lost, you panic, and you stop understanding anything.
That is a terrible feeling. It feels like your brain is a computer that has too many windows open. It just freezes.
Exactly. It's a processing lag. You cannot translate and listen at the same time. It's impossible. If you want to reach real fluency, if you want to understand conversations in the real world, you have to stop translating.
That sounds like great advice, Sarah, but it is also really hard. I think many of our listeners know they should stop translating, but they don't know how. It feels automatic. How do we actually turn that translation voice off?
That is the big secret we are going to learn today. We are not just going to tell you to stop. We are going to teach you a specific technique called the visualization method. It's a 3-step process that bypasses the translation center of your brain and connects English sounds directly to images.
I like the sound of that. Connecting sounds to images. It sounds a bit like how children learn, right?
Exactly. A child does not have a dictionary in their head. They see a ball and they hear the word ball. They connect the image to the sound. Adults, however, connect the English sound to their native word. We need to break that link and build a new one.
Okay, I'm ready to try this. If you are listening right now, I want you to relax. We are going to practice this together, step by step. Sarah, what is the first step of the visualization method?
Step 1 is what I call the verb anchor.
The verb anchor. Okay, tell me more. Why verbs?
Well, when students try to listen, they often obsess over nouns. They want to know the names of things, but nouns are static. They're just pictures. Verbs are the movement. Verbs tell the story. If you understand the verb, you usually understand what is happening, even if you miss the specific noun.
That makes sense. The verb drives the action.
Exactly. So for the verb anchor technique, you need to change your focus. Instead of trying to translate every word, I want you to listen only for the movement. Ask yourself, what is happening? Is something going up? Is it going down? Is it moving fast? Is it stopping?
Can we try an example?
Let's do it. I'm going to say a simple sentence. Listeners, I want you to try to see the movement in your head. Do not think of the words in your language. Just see the action. Here's the sentence. The man stumbled through the dark hallway.
Okay, the man stumbled through the dark hallway.
Now, Mark, if you translate that, you might get stuck on the word stumbled. You might think, what is the exact word for stumbled in my language? And then you miss the rest. But if you use the verb anchor, you just focus on the movement. What kind of movement is stumbled?
Stumbled. It's an unsteady movement. It's like almost falling. It's walking badly.
Exactly. So in your mind, you just see a guy walking unsteadily. You don't need the perfect translation. You just need the movie of a guy almost falling. Let's try another one. She snatched the paper from the desk.
She snatched the paper. Okay, I'm focusing on the verb snatched.
Don't translate it. Just see the movement. Is it slow?
No, snatched feels fast. It feels aggressive, like grabbing something quickly.
Yes, so the movie in your head is a fast hand grabbing something. If you see that fast hand, you understand the sentence. It doesn't matter if you know the exact dictionary definition. You have the meaning because you have the image.
This is really powerful because it stops you from being a perfectionist. I think that is a big problem for many of us. We want to be perfect. We want to understand 100% of the words. But this method says, hey, it is okay to have a blurry picture as long as you see the movement.
That is such a good point, Mark. The blurry picture is actually a good thing. Native speakers have blurry pictures all the time. If I say to you, Mark, I bought a car yesterday, do you know what color it is?
No, I have no idea.
Do you know what brand it is?
Nope.
So your mental image is blurry. It's just a generic car shape. And that is fine. You understand me perfectly. But English learners often panic if they don't know every detail. They freeze. You have to be comfortable with the blurry picture. Focus on the verb, focus on the action, and let the details fill in later.
I love that. So step 1 is the verb anchor. Listen for the action, not the definitions. What is step 2?
Step 2 is called the sensory link.
The sensory link. This sounds like we are using our 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, hearing.
Exactly. This is how we make vocabulary stick without translating. When we learn a new word, we usually write the English word on one side of a flashcard and our native language word on the other side.
I have thousands of flashcards like that.
And that is the problem. You are training your brain to link English to your native language. We want to link English to a feeling. We want to link it to a physical sensation.
Okay, give me an example. How do I link a word to a feeling?
Let's take the word exhausted. Now, you could just translate this as very tired, but that is weak. Very tired is just words. I want you to close your eyes. Think about a time when you were truly exhausted. Maybe you worked for 12 hours straight. Maybe you ran a marathon. How did your body feel?
Oh, I can feel it. My shoulders feel heavy. My eyes feel dry. My legs feel like they weigh 100 kilos. I just want to collapse on the sofa.
Perfect. That heavy, dragging feeling, that is exhausted. Next time you hear the word exhausted, I don't want you to think of the word in your language. I want you to feel that heaviness in your shoulders.
That is much more memorable. The body remembers better than the brain sometimes.
It really does. Let's try a temperature word, freezing.
Okay, freezing.
Don't translate it. Feel it. What happens to your body when you are freezing?
My teeth chatter. I hug myself to keep warm. I can feel the cold air biting my nose.
That sensation is the meaning of the word. If you practice this, you start to bypass the translation step. You hear freezing and you instantly feel cold. You hear exhausted and you instantly feel heavy. This increases your listening speed dramatically because feelings are faster than words.
This is so useful for descriptive words. But what about abstract ideas? Can we use the sensory link for things like confused or nervous?
Absolutely. What does nervous feel like in your stomach?
It feels like butterflies. It feels tight. My hands get a little sweaty.
There you go. Connect nervous to sweaty palms. Connect confused to a frowned forehead and scratching your head. If you can attach a physical sensation to a word, you will stop translating it. You will just feel the meaning.
So we have step 1, the verb anchor, focus on the movement. And step 2, the sensory link, connect words to physical feelings. These are great tools. But Sarah, how do we put this all together into a real story? Because listening to one sentence is easy, but listening to a 10-minute podcast is hard.
That brings us to step 3, the sketch challenge. This is the ultimate test. This is how you train your brain to watch a movie instead of reading a transcript.
The sketch challenge. Do I need a pen and paper for this?
It helps, but you can do it entirely in your mind if you are on the bus or driving. The idea is simple. You listen to a short story, maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. While you listen, your goal is to draw a sketch of what is happening.
Okay, so I am not writing down words. I am not taking notes like he went to the store. I am actually drawing the store.
Yes, you are drawing the store. You are drawing the person. You are drawing the action. Even if you can't draw well, stick figures are fine. The point is that you cannot draw a translation. You can only draw an image. By forcing yourself to draw, you force your brain to visualize.
That is really clever. It forces the brain to switch modes. You switch from dictionary mode to artist mode.
Exactly. And artist mode is where fluency lives. Shall we try a live version of this?
I am ready. I don't have a pen, so I will paint the picture in my mind.
Perfect. Listeners, if you are safe to do so, close your eyes. I'm going to tell you a short story about a travel problem I had. I want you to ignore the words you don't know. Don't panic. Just focus on the verbs, the movement, and the feelings, the senses. Try to build the movie. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's go.
Okay, listen to this. It was a stormy night. The rain pounded against the windshield of my car. I could hardly see the road. Suddenly, the car sputtered and jerked. The engine groaned, and then silence. The car rolled to a stop on the side of the dark highway. I sat there in the quiet, gripping the steering wheel, feeling my heart pound in my chest.
Okay, open your eyes. Mark, tell me what you saw. Do not translate the text. Just describe the movie you made in your head.
Okay, it was very dark. I saw a lot of water, heavy rain hitting the glass.
Good. You visualized pounded.
Yes, it was loud and aggressive rain. Then I felt the car moving strangely, like it was coughing, sputtered and jerked. It wasn't a smooth ride.
Exactly.
And then everything went quiet. I saw the car moving slowly to the side of the road, and the final image was you sitting there, holding the wheel very tightly. You were scared.
Perfect. Mark, did you understand every single word I said? For example, did you consciously translate the word windshield?
No, I just saw the glass in front of the driver.
Did you translate the word sputtered?
No, I just felt the car shaking and making a bad noise.
That is fluency. You understood the story perfectly because you visualized the scene. You didn't need to know the exact definition of sputtered in your own language to understand that the car was breaking down.
That is a really liberating feeling. It feels much lighter. When I try to translate, I feel heavy and stressed. But when I just look for the movie, I feel relaxed. Even if I miss a word, the movie continues.
That is the key, Mark. The movie continues. When you translate, the movie stops every time you hit a difficult word. You press pause to check your mental dictionary. But when you visualize, if you hear a weird word like sputtered, you just look at the context. The car is shaking, and your brain says, okay, the car is broken, and the movie keeps playing. You don't stop.
This effectively solves the problem we talked about at the beginning, the lag. If you are visualizing, there is no lag. You are moving at the same speed as the speaker.
Exactly. And this is how you can listen to our long episodes, the 1-hour deep dives, without getting a headache. If you try to translate a 1-hour podcast, your brain will run out of battery in 20 minutes. You will be exhausted. But if you just sit back and watch the movie in your head, you can listen for hours.
I think this is such an important shift for our listeners. We often get comments saying, I understand the individual words, but I don't understand the whole meaning. And this is why. They are collecting bricks, the words, but they aren't building the house, the image.
That is a beautiful metaphor, Mark. Stop collecting bricks. Start building houses. Now, I want to give our listeners a challenge, a specific way to practice this week. Yes, give us some homework. We love homework here. Okay, I want you to go to our channel playlist and choose one of our story episodes. We have episodes about travel, about holidays, about funny misunderstandings. Pick one. And what should they do? I want you to listen to the first 5 minutes, but I want you to treat it like a drawing exercise. If you can, sit down with a piece of paper. Listen to a minute, pause, and sketch what you saw. It doesn't have to be art, just circles and sticks. So if you say, I walked into a giant crowded cafe, I should draw a big room with lots of stick figures? Yes, by putting the pen on the paper, you are proving to yourself that you understood the image. If you cannot draw it, you probably didn't visualize it. You are probably translating.
That is a great test. If you can't see it, you didn't understand it.
Exactly. And if you are commuting and can't draw, do the mental sketch. Pause the audio every 2 minutes and ask yourself, what color was the room? Was it day or night? Was the person standing or sitting? Force your brain to paint the picture.
I would add one thing to that, Sarah. Don't use subtitles for this exercise.
Oh, that is very important. Tell us why.
Because if you read the subtitles, you are not visualizing, you are reading. Reading uses a different part of the brain. To train your listening visualization, you need to close your eyes. Your ears need to send the data directly to your imagination, not to your reading center.
That is crucial advice. Subtitles are great for checking vocabulary later, but for this training, turn them off. Trust your ears. Trust your brain's ability to make a movie.
You know, Sarah, there is one more benefit to this method that we haven't mentioned. It makes learning English much more fun.
It really does. Translating is work. It is data entry. Visualizing is storytelling. It is creative. When you start doing this, you stop feeling like a student and you start feeling like a participant in the conversation.
And that is what we want for all of you. We want you to live your daily life in English, not just study it.
So here is your plan for the next few days. 1. Stop translating. Catch yourself doing it and say, stop. 2. Use the verb anchor. Focus on the movement and action. 3. Use the sensory link. Feel the words in your body. And 4. Try the sketch challenge with one of our story episodes.
If you do this, you might find that your listening improves dramatically in just 30 days. It's not magic, it's just changing how your brain processes the sound.
And if you found this technique helpful, please make sure you are subscribed to the Everyday English podcast. We release episodes every single week that are designed specifically for this kind of practice. Slow, clear, interesting topics that are perfect for building your mental movies.
And hit the like button if you managed to visualize the storming car ride. I want to know how many of you saw the rain and felt the fear.
Yes, let us know in the comments. Was your car red? Was it blue? Tell us about your blurry picture. It is fascinating to see how everyone visualizes differently.
Before we go, Sarah, let's do one final quick visualization to send everyone off with a positive feeling.
Good idea. Okay, listeners, close your eyes one last time. Imagine you are standing on a top of a green hill. The sun is warm on your face. You take a deep breath of fresh air. You feel calm. You feel confident. You are ready to speak English without fear.
I can see it and I can feel it.
Hold on to that image. English is not a test. It is a way to see the world. Keep visualizing, keep listening, and we will talk to you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.